Transformers of Eternia.
You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I want to take a look at my custom Masters of the Universe 2000X style King Grayskull and talk about all the details and all the things that it took to make this guy, to get him to look this good and to look this authentic to the 2000X Masters of the Universe cartoon King Grayskull. But before I get into that, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for checking out my channel. Now back to the show. Okay, so I decided to do a King Grayskull. It turns out it took a little while to do that. So I had to order a King Grayskull head I seen on eBay. And they had to actually create it, and I don't know where I don't know how far away they are or what. Anyway, it took a full month and a little bit of extra, like a week or so, or maybe longer, to get the head in the mail. I cannot believe how long it took, but I guess they have to make it, and I can't complain because now if you look at this King Grayskull's head, this is actually like, I don't know how they did this, but I don't know, this is colored perfect. And like the head, like the mouth, they did the eyes, everything is printed and made like, this is like really like a head from a Masters of the Universe. Like this is like an actual Masters of the Universe type of head for the Origins line. It fits right on there and it like sticks in there and it's solid. Like this is really solid if I don't mess up the cape. But yeah, so this head turned out really good, and of course I'll show you in the video, of course, that how, you know, what place I ordered it from on eBay, just in case you want one. But yeah, this head is very nice, and I really like this head. I'm really impressed with how they did it. I mean, it took them a while, but I imagine they're making a lot of these at once, maybe, so that's probably why. But whatever, I don't care. In the end, I got this great head. And this thing looks great. So other than that, though, I did order other parts to get this custom made properly. Like, obviously, I had to order an extra of the 2000X version of He-Man, you know. So I'll put that here anyway. So yeah, I had to order an extra version of the 2000X He-Man. So that's the thing. But those are not fair. They're not really expensive. You could get a couple of these guys out there for fairly cheap. So that's not a big expensive cost. But I did have to get the Turtles of Grayskull Splinter in order to get this cape here, to get this actual cape to be like the King Grayskull, because the Splinter is supposed to be like King Grayskull in that line, I guess. So anyway, that's the reason, that's what I had to do for this, which was not terrible, but it might be kind of terrible now, especially as time progresses. It's going to go up in value. So the Splinter for Turtles of Grayskull is where this cape came from. So if you go on eBay, or if you can still find it in a store somewhere, I would definitely say if you want an authentic 2000X style King Grayskull, you're going to need that cape. Okay, you can get the Masterverse one if you want, I guess, but that's cloth and it doesn't look like this. This looks better, I think. The cloth cape on that Masterverse version or whatever, I don't really care for, and I don't really care for that version of him. I don't want an African version just because they have to make a main character in the Masters of the Universe a different color because, you know, DEI or some kind of rules that they have at Netflix when they made that show. I don't know. But yeah, so this looks cool, and I'm really happy that I actually was able to make this thing. I'm trying to think of any other things I had to buy, but I don't think I did. I just think I just got one extra, whatever, 2000X He-Man, and then I got the head, which was the most actually time consuming because I had to wait for them to make it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I had to do to get this guy made. And I didn't have to do any paint work, which is amazing because they actually like the paint on the head or I don't know if it's paint or if it just looks like it's actually plastic, like actual plastic, like it's made that way. I don't know how they did it. I don't know. But it's like they actually 3D printed, or it's not even 3D printed looking. It just feels like the actual plastic for like the figures. I just don't get it. But I think the skin color matches the skin of the 2000X figure perfectly. And I mean, it's like rubbery. It's like this thing is like rubbery. It's not like solid, like hard plastic, you know. It's not like some of these, you know, custom heads that are 3D printed. This is like rubbery, and it's really nice. So the quality on that, I really am so over the moon about. But yeah, it's a very nice figure, and I'm glad I got this. It's too bad I can't. I don't know if we're gonna ever get a battle lion, so for him to ride on for the Origins line. That would be great if we could get Battle Lion. Maybe after they finally finish the Filmation cartoon toys, maybe they'll go to the 2000X, but I have a feeling that they won't. I have a feeling that they'll do the Adventures of He-Man or whatever that bad cartoon series was. I think they'll go to that one next, which will be really sad because I want the 2000X line to be the next one that they do, because if they make them as good as they're making the cartoon collection Filmation characters, then I think that they will do well with the 2000X style. But who knows? They might not even do that. They might even end the line before that happens because they might not be making enough money or something. But God knows what's going on with Mattel. But anyway, I just would like, because I mean, we got the 2000X He-Man here, and then we got the 2000X style Skeletor as well. So it'd be nice. I figured I would at least do the 2000X style King Grayskull, you know, and then it just would be nice if they actually get a whole line where we actually get posable, bendable action figures from that. Because the original 2000X line, those were kind of like statues, if you ask me. They didn't pose very well. They were like the original toys from the 80s, in a sense. Had a little bit of difference, obviously, but I just want them to get back to the posability and let us pose the figures. And the 2000X line really could use that, because there were some cool looking characters. That's actually one of my favorite cartoons. Well, that is my favorite Masters of the Universe cartoon over even the Filmation, because there was so much great story in that. But the King Grayskull episode, that alone I thought was pretty cool. I mean, some people might not like the fact that King Grayskull's in it or whatever, and then, you know, all that. But I just thought it was really cool to see, you know, that whole thing with King Grayskull and the battle on Eternia, you know, back when Castle Grayskull was actually gray. And, you know, you got to see Hordak and all that, which we didn't get a lot of seeing of Hordak in the 2000X line, because unfortunately the Snake Men took over, and that basically got the show canceled because no one watched it after that, and it kind of ended. But whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to get my thoughts on this guy. Here, I'll have him standing next to the original He-Man here. Anyway, or the Origins He-Man, so I can kind of show off how that all looks together. But yeah, so anyway, I just kind of like to do customs every now and then, and I figure I'll do these videos whenever I have customs that are really interesting. I have a custom that's already done, a few of them actually, but I'm working on making some, I'll just say it this way, some new characters to add to the Masters of the Universe line that are customs that feel like a new set of villains that are coming in. And I have my own little headcanon of how that's going to go, but it's like in the future. It's not in the far future. He-Man's still around. He's not King He-Man yet or anything, but it'll be after, like, Hordak's been around for a little while. So you'll see when I do that, when I talk about these new characters that I've been customizing and creating from scratch, you know. But anyway, tell me what you think about this King Grayskull custom, and any ideas or whatever of customs that you guys might be interested in seeing. I don't know if I'll do it, but I like to hear ideas anyway. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.